This video is going to look at how we grade dropped passes here at PFF. It's an aspect of receiving, and it's a negatively graded aspect of receiving naturally. This first example is a rare example of a minus 1.5 grade, where it's not just a standard drop by the tight end on the speed out on this play. He's dropped the pass, and then in the process of trying to recatch the ball, has flipped the ball up, putting it in harm's way for a defender closing to the flats, to covering that speed out on him. So he earns a minus 1.5 grade, not just for dropping the pass, but for them putting the ball in harm's way to another defender. Next example is a minus 1 grade, which is our standard grade for most dropped passes, which are simply regulation. And as you can see, this is absolutely a regulation drop. It's simply a wide receiver screen, hits the receiver right between the numbers, and he drops the ball. Just a standard minus 1 grade drop for these plays. Another minus 1 grade drop here, again on a speed out, simple throw. Simple short throw, hitting the receiver between the numbers, dropping the ball, minus 1 grade, a standard drop and a standard drop grade to go with it. Another minus 1 grade here, the receiver running off the coverage, working back to the ball. Good separation on the play, but puts the pass down, so again, standard drop, expecting the receiver to make this catch without much adjustment on the sideline, and he puts the ball down, so he earns a minus 1 grade there. Another minus 1 grade here for the receiver. Coverage busted down the field, allows him the chance to make a big play down the field, potentially pick up a touchdown, but as he turns back for the ball, puts the ball down, so again, regulation drop grade of a minus 1. This is a minus 0.5 grade drop now, so moving away from standard drops to giving the receiver some benefit of the doubt for the adjustment that he's having to make to the ball. So the receiver's going to work up the field and then through the defender, and then have to work back and down to the ball. The ball still goes through his hands, which I'll show on the end zone cam in a second. Still goes through his hands, so we're still calling it a drop and expecting the receiver to bring the catch in. But we will give the receiver some benefit of the doubt, as you can see there. So if I slow it down there, you can see that the ball is through the hands, but we're giving him the benefit of the doubt for the adjustment that he's having to make, for the contact from the defender coming over his shoulder, and for going to the ground. That this is only a slight downgrade, not the full minus 1 downgrade on this play. Our next example is another minus 0.5 grade, and again, this is giving the receiver some benefit of the doubt for the extension that he's got to make. So he's having to extend his hands up into an awkward situation, into a fairly awkward position to make this catch, extending for the ball through his hands at full extension. So we'll give the receiver a minus 0.5 grade on this play, because the placement is not ideal for him to bring in the catch, but it is still a catchable pass to earn a drop and a downgrade, just a minus 0.5 downgrade on this play. Another minus 0.5 grade drop here for the receiver, making a tough adjustment all the way over his shoulder here on this pass rainbowed in. He's having to turn over the opposite shoulder to which he was on. Ball coming directly over his head, so again, for the tough adjustment, we'll take some of the downgrade away from him here, from the standard drop of a minus 1 to this drop, earning the receiver a minus 0.5 grade. Final example here is a 0 grade drop, so showing the full spectrum, that just because a receiver has dropped a pass, he does not necessarily have to take a downgrade for the play. So this is a very tough adjustment for the running back, working out of the backfield, the throw slightly behind him, forcing him to adjust and turn back over his head, over the wrong shoulder. So the ball is through the hands of the receiver, as you can see there, but the difficulty of the adjustment that he's got to make means that we don't downgrade him for this play. Simply record the fact that yes, he did drop the pass, but no downgrade for dropping it.